Hello, and welcome back to our Elden Ring Let's Play. Now, I just finished recording the last episode, but I still feel like playing, so I'm just going to record this one now since I'm already here. As we discussed previously, we're going to be taking on a dragon today, and doing our damnedest not to die too many times before getting it done. It's not a terribly hard fight if you know what you're doing, and I've done it a lot, but it does require patience, and I famously can be very impatient, so it's going to spawn over where these guys are all hanging out by this bonfire. Here he comes, there he is. Alright. So, we can use magic. It's actually not that bad damage. Shit. It's not bad damage. We stay out of reach of him for the most part. It's not bad. Fuck, did I really miss his head? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm gonna try to aim body shots because I am just absolutely missing this dude. Here he comes with the fire. We want to stay the fuck out of that because it'll stagger lock us to death. Sir, you appear to be floating. Alright, there you go. Glad you figured it out. Here. Another one for fuck's sake. I really gotta aim for the body here. And shit. And he's off. Yeah, he'll follow us a little bit with that fire, but he can never go further than like the side of him. Shit. Yeah, he'll kind of just spray a big puddle of it into the ground there. Yeah, that sucks. I was locked into the cast animation, so I couldn't really stop. And the range on these fireballs fucking blows. You'd think you'd be able to lob that a little bit further. Caught him in the inside of the thigh there at least. When he goes up in the air, you just want to kind of keep distance. Fireball for you. He's going to try to stomp on me. We're going to basically just use up our magic here, and then when we've run out of... See, the camera targeting system in this game can be really fucking annoying. It kept jumping, like you just saw there. I was barely moving the mouse, but I was moving it a little bit, so it was reading it that I was trying to switch targets. And it was switching to every other target but the fucking dragon. So, love that. It'd be nice if I could land an actual fucking hit on this dude. And he's gonna sweep it. Shit. I mean, we're at least getting lucky with the sweeps where we're far enough away that he's just catching us with like the tip of it, which doesn't deal much damage. If he catches you square on, it can actually hit pretty hard. Same with that bite attack. See, I would like to be targeting his middle, but it keeps snapping to his fucking feet for no reason. Which is really fucking annoying. And we just want to keep moving far away from every time he goes up in the air. On our last potion for healing. We're just gonna hide behind these rocks. So we are gonna have to switch over to using our sword on him in a bit. Shit. See right there, the camera locked onto something and then just unlocked itself for no fucking reason, even though I did not click the lock button or tell it to do that. Did not give the game any indication that I did not want to be targeting anymore, but it just decided, nah, you're done. And that's horseshit. In a game that requires like absolute fucking precision from you as a player, it should give you absolute precision in the controls. And if it can't pull that off, then it needs to reassess, like, because that's fucking dog shit. Enjoy Fireball. Alright, well, we're out of magic. Well, we got one more cast left in us. But we're going to have to start attacking his feet with our sword, and that's a lot more dangerous because that puts us in the actual, like, danger zone. But last fireball. Switch to the sword, and we're gonna stop targeting because now that's just gonna get in our way. He's gonna swing his tail. Alright, we just want to get in underneath him. He stomps. Stomping again. And he's going for fire breath. We want to get the fuck out of the way. There we go. There's the dude. He's going for the tail swipe. He'll take a couple little steps forward like that when he's getting ready to swing his tail, so that's how you know when to get the fuck away. Yeah, I'm out of stamina. I actually don't mind goading him into using his fire breath like that, as long as I don't get caught in it, because it does, shit. Ouch. Because it does lock him into place. Fuck. Ooh, we got lucky there. If he had landed on me, it probably would have one-shot me. Alright, there we go. Dragon dead. I expected to die at least once or twice to, you know, getting caught by him landing on me or some other bullshit. Wow, that really only drops 5,000 souls. Even in New Game Plus, it's like a somewhat acceptable amount, like 10,000 or something like that. I honestly thought he dropped more souls than that. That's honestly kind of disappointing for how much work it was to kill him. We'll pick up all this shit. Alright, well, that went a lot faster and a lot smoother than I expected it to. So let's head back to the Castleward Tunnel and go kill our first real boss of the game. Bring in Sorcerer Rogier, since he wants to help, and he's not bad on the DPS, and he also draws aggro off me, so we'll take it. Now he does summon in like a real cooperator, but he is an NPC. But anyway, ring the bell. Damage is actually not too bad. Basically, as long as I can keep him not looking at me like he is now, which is just great. Oh, there he goes. As long as I can keep him not looking at me, I can just kind of keep hucking fireballs at him, mostly uninterrupted. Too far to reach. Poor Roger is just getting absolutely stepped on here. out of magic. But that's alright. Really just need to goad him into doing like a big jump attack. Of course he's not going to. Alright, not too shabby. Probably should have reallocated my flasks, as the summon does use up basically my entire mana bar, so I should have figured I was gonna run out, but yeah, shut the fuck up, I don't care. He just like shit talks me as he's actively dying like a bitch. Alright. How many souls did we get for that? Not bad. We are going to invest now into mind a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. And we did get a talisman pouch for killing him. I don't know if you saw that. So we can now have 2 talismans equipped. We're not using any because we don't really have any good ones. This raises certain attributes, but also makes us more vulnerable to damage. Not ideal. Enhances final hit chain attacks might actually not be a bad one. We'll use this one, and we'll use fire damage negation, I guess. And the other one just will be lost on death in place of runes. So it's like, it's a charm, but it does get consumed. I don't really bother. We do have enough runes now to buy a piece of armor, which might not be a bad idea. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit better armor. I don't know. On the other hand, we're also pretty close to another level, so like, do I really want to spend that on armor? Do I need it? We haven't really gotten any kind of good armor drops from anybody other than the gloves. But a lot of times you can get like the greaves and stuff too. I was kind of hoping for one of them at some point, but we haven't yet. Not a big deal, but...
Come over here, would you? You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected.
Now, we could tell him to open up the main gate. You can go that way, and it is a lot faster to get to the actual boss. Excuse me. It does skip a lot of the bullshit that we have to do to, like, go through the back path. However, it is, like he says, it is heavily guarded, and there are, like, mounted explosive crossbowmen and stuff. Getting through there alive is pretty easy on like New Game Plus. So when I do these run backs on New Game Plus, I just go through the main gate, run my way through it, tank what I need to, and get to the nearest bonfire and skip all the backtracking. However, on this initial playthrough, I don't think it would be a very good idea to try that. We'll probably just get killed, probably pretty quickly. So we're gonna take the back path. Plus, there are some things we can pick up by doing the back path. And it just means more enemies to kill and more souls to grind. So more XP for us. So it's not really too big of a pain. So we are going to take the long way, but it is a little safer.
The spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like. I pray for your success.
Now, he sounds kind of devious, but he really does mean he prays for our success, because he fucking hates, what's his name? Godric, I think is the guy we're going for? Maybe? I don't remember. I can't keep... All the characters in this fucking game are either named Mel something, like Melina, Melania, Marika, or you know, like they all have like, or they're named like Godwin, Godfrey, Godlick. Like they're like, I don't think Godlick is a real one, but you know what I'm saying. Like they all have like, all the women have like identical names and all the men have identical names, and I can't keep any of them fucking straight. And on the one, like, on the one hand, I understand like thematic consistency and like naming conventions and stuff, but you really don't. You're not making it easy on people trying to remember what's what. Like I read the Silmarillion, and I really love that book. Like I've read it a bunch. It's one of my favorite books, and there are tons of characters with very similar sounding names. Like you know, you got like Fëanor, Fingolfin, Finarfin, Fingon, like. But at the same time, like, you read enough about them and interact with them enough where you can begin to differentiate them by the things that they've done and by their character traits and stuff. Whereas these guys, you only really interact with them when you fight them for like 10 minutes. Oh, and if they're particularly difficult, maybe like an hour, you know, of retries or whatever. So you don't really get any time of like build up or where you're seeing their name written out a lot. You might just hear it once or twice and then you fight them and you kill them and you never hear from them again. So, like, it's not all that surprising that you can't really keep their fucking names straight. At least I can't. Maybe you can, but... Ouch. There's a guy behind me and the camera won't fucking move. That's very annoying. The one guy keeps interrupting my guard counter by hitting me right between it, which is a little annoying. It's not like I can exactly dodge roll here. Kind of tight quarters. Excuse me. Alrighty. Just trying to remember real quick. Yeah, okay, this is the spot. So as soon as we go up here, we basically goad them into doing that, and then we get the fuck away, because, yeah. Really. There we go. Just because they can still hit the ones that we missed. Something, something, taste your own medicine. Alright, that one is locked. We need to go kill a big guy for a key. Yeah, it's the store. This is gonna be a pain. It's a small, dark room with a big, heavy-hitting motherfucker. So... course. At least I can seem to stagger him pretty consistently with the fire. that was not as bad as I was expecting. Maybe I've actually finally started to get a little good at this game. I've been playing a shit ton of this fucking game, so I mean, I would hope that I've kind of gotten a little better, but this talisman's actually pretty good. This enhanced our guard counters, which we are using, so we'll take that. Cool. And that rusty key that we got out of that chest is to this door. Excuse me. Now, unfortunately, the next bonfire, and thus the next refill of any of our healing, is still a little ways away. There's some optional stuff here. Let's see if I can't get the drop on this guy. Nope, no luck. And immediately take a hit. There is some optional stuff over here, but I do want to go grab it. Now, there he is. I was gonna say, I think there's a dude here. I think there's another guy. Maybe not. Brick hammer. So we didn't need to come here. We got the brick hammer that we're never gonna use, but we will sell it. I think that's where we came in from. All right. Oh, hold on. I know there's a guy around this corner right here. And as soon as you run past, he does a backstab on you. Because he's a fucking coward. Ow, still got me. At least he didn't get the backstab on me. We take that. And we're just gonna sneak up on this guy. Excuse me. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, we can actually skip the enemy here by just running the fuck away. And that's exactly what we're gonna do, because I am low on health and resources. Sweet. Made it to the bonfire. Now there's just an optional side thing I want to do from this location, and then we'll kind of get back on the main path, and then it shouldn't take too long to get to the boss, so. But first, we're going to level up. Can we? No, can't use it from here. Alright. There's a guy with a crossbow here. Dead dude. And then we gotta go around here, and on the opposite side there's a door. Or a doorway. And there's more dudes out there. Trying to remember where all these guys are. Get him. I want to get this dickhead before he blows the horn. Why did you snap over to that guy? Just more bullshit from Soft Camera doing bullshit from Soft Camera things. Snapping over to somebody without me even moving the mouse. Just cause. Fuck me, I guess. Ow. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Jump here. Down through here. Oh, did not mean to do that. Excuse me, grab the stone sword key. And there is a giant fucking bird right there. These birds have fucking knives strapped to their faces. They're a real fucking... Why are you not facing him? What the fuck? These guys can be a real fucking nightmare. Especially when they catch you off guard. They're very fast, they're hard to hit. And they have knives strapped to both their faces and their feet for no fucking reason. But yeah, handle that. We're going over here. And we will eventually be coming back over here to drop down to this walkway. Unless I find a faster way to where I want to go. Ooh, actually, we might just go right there. That's where we want to be. Okay, cool. That works out. We actually get to skip more of the section than I thought. Well, we do have to kind of backtrack to one spot because we want to grab an item for that NPC who does the spirit tuning. So we do need to do that at some point. Fireball for you. Fireballs for you. Fireballs. Ouch for you. Everybody gets a fireball. I really wish you'd stop shooting me, but I get it. Oh, and one for you, too. Yeah, I'm feeling generous. Make it two. Cool. See if they drop any armor pieces or anything. Of course not. Nope. Excuse me. Making our way up. Claw Talisman increases damage from jump attacks. I never use it, but I always come to grab it just in case I ever feel like it might matter. You know, if like one day it's like, you know what, maybe a jump attack here would be the right thing, and now I can use that talisman, so always come to grab it. Just in case. Also, I'm an idiot. Should not have dropped here. Whoops. That was my bad. Guess the question now is, where do I go from here? Actually, that's not the question. So we'll just go back here. Does mean we need to kill a couple dudes again, but like, that's fine. I don't even care about the crossbow guy, to be honest with you. Ouch. We just need to get over here. And we need to get back up on this wall. Oh shit. Damn it. Come on, Jayden. There we go. Oh, ho, ho. That fucking bird is gonna be back, isn't he? God, I hate these birds. You really gotta be super aggressive with them or they will just ruin your fucking day. Alright. So, we do have to... as much as I would like to jump straight down there, because the next bonfire is kind of like that way, we do need to go there, because we want to grab a certain item. That dude being on patrol right there is fucking me up. I'm going to see if he turns around in a second. Hey, there we go. Excellent. There's a dude here, I think. Can I get the drop on him? Nope, he was facing me. Oh, it's a painting. I was like, is that a boss door? It has like the golden... Alright, so that guy right there is another one we have to kind of take care of in a second. Alright, so that on top of the hill of corpses is the item we're here for. You just fucking die already. I think there's only two. Cool. Shit. There we go. Chrysalids mementos. We give that to her, and she is all happy about it and decides she doesn't want to become grafted after all, and goes to the round table hold. Yeah, pretty fucking morbid. This elevator here brings us right back up to where we started. Right here. We are gonna grab this real quick, refresh supplies, then we're gonna kill that big dude. Got a couple more things that we gotta grab while we're here before we fight the boss. There's a prayer book that's going to have, excuse me, that's going to have our upgrade to the spell we're currently using. But we have to go grab that. We need a stone sword key to do it. I think I'm out of reach. I'm out of range. Oh no, look at that shit. Alright, we're gonna cheese this guy. So just kind of hanging out in here. Because if you can cheese a dude, why don't you? He's big fucking mad about it, and I don't blame him, but... Damn it, keep hitting the doorway, though. Coming back. No. Hey. Just kind of manually aim. I know, riveting content, but fuck it. He's just got so much health, like, we'll be here forever fucking fighting him fair. And my dumb ass will fucking choke at the last second and get got, so... Let's just pick up anything lying around. There's another doorway over here. I don't think... Or maybe that is the... Maybe it's... You can access it from both sides? I don't remember. I don't want to use up my stone sword key if it turns out that this is the wrong door. I know where the one entrance is, but this might be the wrong entrance. Fuck it. I know where we can get stone sword keys if it turns out I'm wrong. Shit. Guess I interrupted their break. To be fair, I wouldn't be happy about it either. Cool. Yeah, I think this might have been the wrong door. Unfortunate. The real question is, do I have another stone sword key? White blade. There's a dude behind that door. Are they key items? I don't remember. Gonna level with you, I don't even remember what section they're under. But I'm not seeing them in here. Okay, well I don't see them in anywhere. Excuse me. Which implies that I don't have any left. That sucks, because we do need a stone sword key to get the prayer book I need. So, not a huge deal. You can get one at the round table hold, I'm pretty sure. And if not, there are a couple other merchants I know about that we can go check out. I believe she sells one. She sells 3. Very good. So we only need the 1. Alright. Yeah, like most elevators and lifts in these kinds of games, this wouldn't have worked until I went down to that other room and rode it up from the bottom. So, it is a shortcut unlock, but it was not an option before. But, yeah, the big guy stays dead. He's kind of like a mini-boss. So once you kill him, he stays gone. Now we just move on to... Okay, we're already here. Alright, get that guy dead. And now we need to go right over here, down. Very good. Nothing else lying around, right? Alright. Excuse me. Godslayer seal is another seal we can use to cast with, but it's not the one we're going to be using for our endgame build. The finger, whatever it's called, the finger seal or something. This one is the one we're going to be using right up until we get our actual endgame seal, which is I think it's called the Gravel Stone Seal or something like that. But this is what we came for, the Godskin Prayer Book. We give that to any number of NPCs. There's a couple different NPCs we could give it to. But if we give it to Corin at the Round Table Hold, he can teach us the new spell. It's like a black fireball that also does like a lingering damage over time. It's really good. It's really good against like bosses and like high HP enemies. Basically will be our best in slot spell once we can use it, right up until we start getting lightning spells. But that is much later. That's the main gate down there. If you look. So that's where we would have come in, and these are the guys who would have shot us to death to come in that way. There's an item down there, but I don't know if I feel like going down because I can't easily get back up. I do want to check out the ladder to this upper section right here first. This is not the way forward, but I've never actually come out here and explored once I've grabbed the prayer book, so I may as well do it now. See if there's anything interesting. Unless this is just another way to where I want to go, which would be very useful, but I don't think it is. Huh. I've never been here. Interesting. Try to keep this guy stagger locked so he doesn't fucking absolutely ruin me. Ouch. Like that. Oh, he's got a friend. Ouch. Yeah, the cast time is really fucking long. I mean, it's the nature of the game. It's hard to complain about, like, you know, like, their, like, enemies' abilities. So it's like, hey, that's the game. You just kind of need to, like, adapt and learn how to deal with it. But it's like so many enemies in this game can just close distance in seconds. It's really, really unfortunate. Like, it's a lot. Like, a lot of them have attacks that just let them just close massive chunks of distance and really fast, and you need to react or you get hit really hard. And it's not game breaking or, like, you know, the most infuriating thing in the world, but it's a lot. It's a lot of enemies that can do it, and it's just like, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Holy shit, I survived. But yeah, it's just a lot of the enemies. I mean, a lot of the human-shaped enemies that wield, you know, swords and stuff. Like, they all have some kind of move that lets them just, like, close an immense amount of distance really quickly. And so you'll kind of, you know, I'm playing a spellcaster, so when I have distance, that's when I'm safe to cast, kind of. So that's because, you know, the casting time is like a whole wind-up. So I start doing that, and then I'm locked into this animation, and they suddenly, you know, cross a huge chunk of ground between me and them, and are suddenly on top of me hitting me, and I have literally no time to react because I'm mid-animation. I can't react. It just feels like a big fuck you to anybody playing a ranged character, whether you're playing as like a, you know, spellcaster or like somebody with a bow or whatever. It's like, why put these options in the game if you consistently and brutally punish anybody who takes advantage of them? Like, like if I'm playing a mage, right, I'm putting resources into my magic and my damage, and I, generally not as much into like endurance and armor like I would if I was playing like a warrior character. So the trade-off is that I can deal a lot of damage from a distance, but I'm also very squishy, so I have to kind of stay away, and if I do fuck up and get too close and don't time my casts right, then I get punished harder than a warrior would who has more armor and more health and, higher endurance and resistances. That's supposed to be the trade-off. But if you severely punish me for keeping a distance and playing that way, where, the normal advantage of giving some ground between me and my enemy then allows me to kind of do what my character, what my class, so to speak, does, then punishing me for doing that kind of just suggests that you don't want people playing that style of play in your game. Like, why would I want to play as a ranged caster or a bowman? Shit, there's fucking dudes down there shooting at me. Like, or an archer. Fuck. That's not great. Or anything like that. Why would I want to play as any of these like ranged options that you've given us if you're going to punish me for doing so by... Fuck off, get out of the animation. That's another thing that's fucking stupid. If you have an empty flask and you accidentally click the button to drink it, your fucking dipshit character has to go through the whole fucking pantomime of going, oh, there's nothing in here, I wonder why, and then they have to like pretend like they're, emptying it, seeing if there's a drop left, like, and then they walk slower. They drop down to a walk from a run, and you can't do anything, and you can't interrupt it until like the end frames of it, where then you can roll out of it. Otherwise, you're stuck. Just see, these are like the little gripes that drive me crazy. The punishing people for playing the different play styles you put in the game, in a way that's inordinately prejudiced against those play styles. You don't punish, like a melee character doesn't have to worry about somebody closing ground really rapidly because they're probably on top of that person anyway. They have to worry about the regular attacks. But like if I'm playing a character that wants to stay at a range, you shouldn't then also consistently punish me for doing it. Having an enemy here or there, an enemy type here or there, that I know is like, oh, they can close ground fast. I need to be really careful about when I choose to cast, even when it seems like it's open, because they can get to me quickly. That's fair. But having almost every humanoid enemy that uses like a sword and a shield or a bow, or not a bow, or like a spear or a halberd or whatever, having almost every single one of them have some way to get from their position to mine instantaneously and to deal a lot of damage when they land is just kind of bullshit, because then it just teaches me like, oh, just your distance is never actually safety, and there's never really a good time to attack as a spellcaster or as a ranger, so just roll the dice and hope for the best. And now it's not skill, it's RNG, which is fucking dog shit. Like, a melee character is always going to be within weapon range anyway, because they need to be within hitting range. So, like, they don't really need to worry about that kind of attack. They just need to worry about dodging what's already there, but that's what you signed up for. Like, it's shit like that. It's shit like getting locked into the over-dramatic scream animation when you get hit by something and your character has to throw their head back and wail for 30 fucking seconds because they got tapped by something that did like an eighth of their hit bar. But nope, I guess it staggered them, so they gotta sit there and scream and bitch and moan about it. And meanwhile, you have no control over them. You can't move, you can't dodge, you can't do anything. And it inevitably leads you to getting hit by something else, which locks you again, and then you get stagger locked to death. That's dog shit. That's bad game design. That's not punishing you for your lack of skill as a player. That's punishing you for getting hit one time, and now you die and have to run all the way back and start all over again. That's not fun, that's not challenging, that's tedious. Which, as I've mentioned in a previous video, tedium is anathema to entertainment, and at the end of the day, these games, while challenging, are supposed to be fun. These things kill your enjoyment. The accidentally clicking on an empty flask button and watching them go through the pantomime of checking the flask to make sure it's really empty and turning it upside down, and meanwhile being locked out of any movement options other than a slow fucking crawl, and accidentally doing that when you're in a dangerous situation generally leads to you getting fucking killed by any number of things. And not being able to break out of that animation is fucking horseshit. It's bad game design. Just have your character, just have like if I go to click the flask and it's empty, have the little icon flash and make an sound, make a little beep or a sound to the negative that says like, you don't have any of this. Like, Or if you want to have the character pull the flask out, have it be an interruptible animation where I can do that, but if I click the roll option, I animation cancel and can do stuff. Just, it's little shit like that that just like really brings this game down from like what could have been a really fucking stellar 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 into the range of like 7.5, maybe an 8 if I'm feeling generous. Because it really does fucking kill the vibe. Here's another big fucking dude we're gonna cheese. Can I please target his middle? Thank you. Oh shit, I didn't realize your buddies had come in. Well, he killed them with his attack. Ouch. Yes, I know, I'm very far away and you don't like that. But if you considered the counter argument of fuck off. Yeah, come on. Ouch. Even cheesing this guy, he still manages to fucking hit you. He can fucking... I don't like the shout attack at all. I don't understand. Like, I get, like, okay, maybe it's magic or whatever. We're in a magical world full of... I mean, I'm throwing fucking fire from my hands. Like, I get that. But he's shouting at me. How is that hurting me? Like, how is him yelling knocking me over? You telling me he's moving that much air? Because I'm going to level with you. You know how much air you would need to move with a scream to knock a human being over? Just seems like dog shit. I don't know. Like, it just seems dumb. Like, oh, a big shout hurt me. He roared at me and I fell over. It's just another mark of my character being a dramatic fucking cunt. Like, like, oh no, big scary man screamed so I fell over. Like, get the fuck up. What are you doing? That didn't hurt you. It's a fucking scream. Like, unless he's breaking fucking sound barriers with his shout, I don't really think... We need to fall backwards here.
You were a fine warrior.
It just feels dumb, you know?
Well, tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu, tarnished and warrior.
She's gonna help us out in this next boss fight.
Decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow tarnished, we must down whatever road.
Real quick, I want to see, so we've got 8 of these now, 3 of these, not enough to do the next upgrade yet. We might be able to get another Sacred Flask use, but when you get to a certain number of flasks, you start needing more seeds, so you get to a point where you need 2 seeds, and then 3, and then 4, so I don't know if 1 is going to be enough now. Might be able to upgrade our sword one more time. I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade our seal one more time. Before the boss fight. Boss fight's literally right up here. You can see the glow right there, that golden glow. That's the boss door. But we are going to go back to Round Table Hold real quick to turn in that prayer book and see how much the Black Fireball prayer is. And then, what else? And then see if what other kind of smithing we can do and any other little things we can do. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. Before we go do the boss fight.
You appear to be doing well.
Oh shit, we're at
Very
54
good.
minutes.
Well then.
I didn't realize I stopped watching the clock.
That is a work of heads. Incantations bear no lineage from the earth.
So we're gonna do all this stuff and then we're gonna call it an episode. Alright, so it's 7,500. We need a faith of 20 to even cast it, which we do not have. I still do want to pick this up, but we can't get it right now, so not a big deal. But that one is going to be a very important upgrade when we can cast it. In the meantime...
Well, I took you no matter out your own.
Strengthen our sword. Strengthen our sword. So both at +4. Let's just sell off everything we're not using, which is pretty much everything. So the shields. And that should be that. Let's see. I wanted to, yeah. I'm gonna just turn all these Earth Tree leaves into those. And we're gonna grab that spell now, instead of buying a level up, just to have it. When you move to a certain point in the story, he will eventually leave the round table hold. So I want to grab it now just in case I kind of forget about it. So Black Flame. Yeah, when we get the Faith to 20, it becomes our best in slot, basically right up until we start getting lightning spells. So that'll be that. Yeah, so we're coming up on an hour. This episode went a little longer than I planned. I stopped watching the clock and time got away from me a little bit. So when we come back... Actually, what I'm going to do is set myself up for this so I don't forget. We're going to... Where is it? Stormveil Shack. So we're going to give that key item that we found, the Chrysalid Memento, to... I think her name is Rodrika here, the Stormveil Shack. Give that to her when we come back. And then go fight the boss. And take it from there. See what happens. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you don't mind my ranting and raving about this game too much. Because, as I've said previously, I think it's a flawed masterpiece. I think it's a really good game, but I think it's held back and held down by some glaring, obvious issues that are infuriating and kind of suck the fun out of an otherwise really good game. And you just kind of leave a bad, bitter taste in your mouth after playing. And having played a lot of this game recently, like several playthroughs, you know, it really does start to get on your nerves after a while of dealing with the bullshit. And like some of these issues are issues that FromSoft has had since Dark Souls 1, and they just have not fixed them. And I don't know if they think that it's like that contributes to the difficulty and the challenge, as I've said in like probably a previous episode, or maybe I've said it just to Maya, I don't remember. I've ranted about this before, but like I think sometimes FromSoft has gotten up their own ass about like the hype about their games and the whole get good culture that surrounds them. Sometimes I think they've bought their own propaganda to a point where like they intentionally leave in the frustrating, unfun tedium, like the stuff that isn't difficult, it's just bullshit, it's just boring tedium, fucking annoyances that make you, it pads out runtime and it makes you do run backs for dying to shit that's really dumb and not really your fault, like things like that. And they've left them in the game because it creates the illusion of difficulty without really making the game more difficult or challenging, and so you get to the point where you don't feel rewarded for overcoming certain challenges, you just feel relieved that you're finally fucking done dealing with that bullshit. And that's not what you want in a game, you know? Like, I've ranted enough about it. I mean, you get my kind of general feelings about it, and I'm sure in episodes to come you'll hear more about it, so. But, yeah, flawed masterpiece. Give it a 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10 if I'm feeling generous. It's a good game, it really is, and if you like these kinds of games, you should play it. I think you'll enjoy it. Just be prepared for, you know, bullshit. Fucking dog shit. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you don't mind me rambling. I'm sure the future episodes will be more of me rambling. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and hope to see you on the next episode.